Good evening and welcome to Bloom Healing Tarot. Thank you so much for dropping in, stopping by, hanging out with your girl Sash. So good to see you again. We are here for the next round of our spooky secret readings, and you know that we're almost at the end of our beautiful series. And if you've been following the pattern, we've been going out of normal order, but flowing with the elements. So if you've been following, you'll see that we have one more water sign to do, and that is the beautiful sign of Cancerian tonight. Our water signs, Cancerians up in the house, our moon babies. And that means we'll have one last one to go. And if you've been following, you'll know it's Capricorn, the devil, at the end of our spooky readings. And it's funny that I didn't plan it like that at all, to have the devil, to have Capricorn right at the end. It was all intuitive how the order came out. But I kind of think it's hella appropriate that we do have this devil energy almost like standing at the gate at the end of these spooky readings, almost like not wanting to let us out of the gate. And it's funny, we actually had, we had the garden and the gate here. And I've been resonating in quite a lot that Cancerian energy always feels very green to me. I don't know if you guys resonate with that or not. It's a very green energy, I think, because I associate it so much with nature, Mother Nature, that mothering, nurturing spirit that's very... It's all about the harvest. It's all about growing things. It's all about flowers and plants and appreciating the abundance of the cycles of the moon and the sun, obviously. So yeah, all of that is about growth, isn't it? Everything comes out, everything manifests under the moon and the sun, and inside the cornucopia of nature. And so I always feel this energy, it's very green, the color green. And we've been flowing through a green energy space with these spooky readings, particularly because we were celebrating death and Scorpio and transformation as we were looking at the archetypes and myths of Halloween and the other world, the other side, the underworld. And we were also hyping up the fact that Scorpio and the death card are represented as a heart chakra energy in my new Bloom Healing Tarot, which is going to be part of the Hero's Journey course. More details about that are in the description box below, so do check that out if you're interested. I hope you are. You'd be crazy not to be. So we've been sort of just flowing with green, flowing with green heart chakra incense as well. And actually tonight, we had run out. I'd actually gotten through 333 on the clock, gotten through all of my green heart chakra incense. So we're going to have some lovely lavender incense tonight. One of my absolutely favorite herbs, spices, flowers, plants, essential oils. I'll have it any way I can get it, basically. And this is, you know, lavender is all about healing. And we are definitely in our healing waters. And I think that also I resonate Cancerian's green because also it's water. So I see it as like a lovely green lake, a lovely healing lake, healing waters of the Cancerian energy. But there's also something else which is quite interesting, which I've been sort of meditating on. And that's the idea of the shell that the crab comes in, you know. It's a very protective armored shell suit that the crab has, and actually inside the shell of the body of the crab is very soft and delicate and fragile and needs to be protected, otherwise it would just get squished. And it's interesting, I was going off into a real rabbit hole about, you know, the early creatures appearing on the planet, such as the crustaceans, the mollusks, the creatures that have a hard outer shell or an exoskeleton, all of these creatures emerged at the dawn of time, around the time of the dinosaurs, when the planet was a lot hotter and the atmosphere was a lot thicker and noxious. There was a lot of noxious gases, and our skin today, you know, human skin and animal skin, mammal skin specifically, wouldn't be able to breathe in the heat, or would be able to stand the burning from the heat or the gases, because actually our skin is incredibly porous, and a lot of beautiful energies can help the skin from nature, especially water. But back in the early prehistoric Jurassic times, animals and creatures and dinosaurs evolved with these thick, scaly outer skins of either, you know, hide, like, you know, really thick hide, like, you know, big sort of rhinos and hippos and buffalo and stuff like that. Really strong, tough, that couldn't get attacked. But also, you know, you've got all of the reptile kingdom, and a lot of them have this sort of exoskeleton or exo armor. And I think that's quite a beautiful analogy when you look at Cancerian energy today. It's very much a protector. It's very much the sense of nurturing the family, bringing, let me just forward that on. This song is called Blow Me, One Last Kiss by Pink, but I'm going to forward it because it's quite, it's getting in my mind. This is Bruno Mars, Money Make Her Smile. Okay, this is a message for someone. So yeah, I'm revealing Cancerian energy underneath that hard shell, as that they have had to be super strong, super protected, and super protective of their ability to stay alive, of their ability to navigate through the world, whatever the conditions are outside. And as we see this Cancerian energy now approaching out of this spooky secret series of readings we've done in the last 2 weeks, since Halloween and Dia de los Muertos, and the crazy new moon in Scorpio, that landed in between those dates, and then followed by Guy Fawkes, Bonfire Night, the Gunpowder Plot Night. We're now finding ourselves into this week where we are going towards this pinnacle at the end of this week now, which is going to blast open our calendar and our history and our astro charts and our astro-like eyes to infinity. Because this Friday on the, is it Thursday? Yeah, Friday the 19th of November, we are going to have a full moon. So it's full moon in Taurus for one thing. So it's an Earth full moon, Taurus coming in strong. You know, the bull, that bull-headed energy of Taurus, but very grounded and nurturing as Cancerian too. But not only that, we have got matched and aligned with this full moon in Taurus, we have a partial lunar eclipse, which might seem, I'm just going to pause this for a minute because I'm going to read something to you. Now, this might seem like a normal partial eclipse. We do have several every year, but this is going to be a very, very special one. It's the last one, last partial eclipse before we go into next year. So it's got a lot of, it heralds in a lot of change as we end this year cycle. But unbelievably, it is going to be the longest partial lunar eclipse that we've seen in about 500 years. I've actually had a quick look at the dates and stuff, and it is crazy, like the significance of this full moon. And full moons are all about wisdom. They're all about completion, things coming into fullness in their energy. And so a lot of karmic cycles are being wound up now. If people feel like they've had the demon on their tail, they're about to get caught up. They're about to actually get caught, and the devil's going to be catching up with a lot of people in this time. And you can't outrun the bulls. Okay, they call it the running of the bulls in Spain for a reason. It's a very, very risky game that you don't want to get caught up in. And it's only the seriously crazy, the seriously foo-foo, and also the maybe unhinged that decide they want to go out and play with the demons, with the traffic. So anyway, that's just one example of how karma's coming in for some people. For others, their good karma is now going to be, pulling up right in front of their gaff, right in front of their pad, to give them the abundance and rewards and blessings that they've been waiting for. And isn't that wonderful energy? Because that is the energy of the Chariot, and that is a Cancerian energy. And we're going to be reading a story about Cancerian energy tonight, and it is Peter Pan. So an amazing idea for the Chariot card tonight. I'm loving this. So I can't wait to get going. But let me just tell you about this moon eclipse, okay? So it says the partial lunar eclipse on November 19th is going to be the longest since the 15th century, spanning over 6 hours. The lunar eclipse, the last one of 21, will be visible across the world in North America, South America, Europe, and parts of Asia, including India. The last time an eclipse this long happened was February the 18th, 1440. So first of all, let me just give a shout out to 1440, because that also resonates with the 144K clan. I am one of them. Are you one of them? I think you're one of them. If you're one of the 144K collective, welcome and bienvenue to the new era. This is our time, babies. And the other amazing thing about what that passage was saying is that actually this lunar eclipse is going to be visible across the entire world. Most eclipses are generally brought in only with... I'm just hoping that you can hear me. I don't think that I've turned that off. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay, great. Just checking. So the normally most eclipses can only be seen by one part of the world. This is going to be visible all across the world because it's going to last for 6 hours. And that's because this particular eclipse is going to happen when the moon is at the farthest point from the earth, at what is called the apogee point. And so as a result, there's going to be a much longer view from earth as to that eclipse as the moon passes in front of the sun. So we're going to have a much longer duration, and because of that, there's 6 hours worth of magic of abundance to be felt under the moon. And we'll talk about the sort of black magic and dark magic that some people might be doing under this moon week as well. And that's why I want to kind of bring in some protection for all of my beautiful Cancerian collective and anyone else guided to this reading, guided into this collective, guided into the 144K clan. But anyway, let me carry on reading about this particular eclipse. Okay. So I've told you why, it's unusually long because it comes 41 hours after the moon reaches apogee, its farthest point from Earth. The farther away the moon is, the longer it takes to travel along, resulting in more time to move out of the Earth's shadow. According to timeanddate.com, the November 19th partial lunar eclipse will sustain its record for another 4,000 years, as the 6 hour-long partial lunar eclipse will likely next happen on October the 9th, 2489. So not again, we're not going to have a lunar eclipse like this long until 2489. And there are going to be 973 partial lunar eclipses between the years 1451, where we were before, and 2650, which is the next phase. We're standing right in the middle of that ocean of time. So amazing. So another 4,000. Hang on. Yeah. I think that's a mistake, actually. It's not 4,000 years. It's not. It's 400 years. They've made a big mistake there. It's not 4,000 years. It's 400. So basically, anyway, I'm going to stop reading because that's wrong. Anyway, pretty amazing, right? So we want to think about how we are protecting ourselves at this time. With all of these moon cycles, every single month, we travel through a new moon and a full moon and everything in between. And each of these phases of the moon is equally important. And we need to be conscious of the fact that there is a much thinner veil at the time of the moons. And they are traditionally sacredly times that a lot of craft is done, witchcraft, good craft, and dark craft. And some out there that aren't able to move through the world using their love and their honesty and their emotions and their communication and their integrity to, earn an honest living or, develop prosperous, positive, abundant relationships or nurture their families as they really should do. There's not much on the horizon for people like that. So they try and steal and take from others, especially taking from their light, 1717, forever and ever and ever. And so there are people, unfortunately, if we can call them people, kind of, the scum that sits on the top of a pond sort of thing. We're talking about ponds and lakes a lot tonight. Okay, already. The sort of scum that gathers on the top of ponds reminds me of the sort of people who just leech off other people. They're just like the scum that just seems to hang around on a good thing, bringing everything down, sort of tarnishing everything by dulling and taking over whatever light is being emanated from that thing. So, people that can't go out there and make a living or make a relationship or make it on their own without sort of bringing other people down, those are the kinds of people that are probably out here doing magic. I know that there's a lot of tarot readers that are tarot readers and others that are so blatantly standing in the dark, but they're out here on YouTube acting and behaving and preaching like they have some idea of what it is to be awakened and ascended, and they are spreading really bad, very dangerous, incorrect information. And all they're really doing is building that karmic bonfire in their own back garden, in their own backyard. And we don't really have any sympathy for them, but our hearts and our prayers do go out to them. And it does go out to their friends and family, because one of the things that these sorts of people don't know, and there's a lot that they don't know, is that when they are, if they are sending dark spells, dark magic, dark energy on people that are chosen and have been chosen by the Most High for a mission here, actually we are so ultimately protected, just like a crab in that crab armor. You cannot even get close to us. You don't even know what's going on inside that crab shell, right? You have no idea at all. And so people that are actually sending dark magic out to those that are actually chosen, part of the 144K clan, then actually your spells and your craft is going to be bouncing right back onto you. And if it's not just hitting you, it may well be hitting your family, your children, your friends, your job, your abundance, your blessings, anything that you've got that's going good for you, that's in your sphere of interest or influence or love. Unfortunately, you are raining bad karma down on your whole family, your friends. Wow, I've got a lot of air coming up, a lot of swords energy definitely coming out. We're spilling some tea, I think, for some people. Yeah. So let's light some incense as well, just to clear the energy on this. We're going to have some lavender incense tonight because we have chewed up all of the heart chakra green incense, but we're so vibing on a green night tonight because we're in Cancerian land. Then I believe we're just going to stay with the green theme with some lavender, but this is really good for healing, really good for the skin, really good for protecting the body, nurturing the body, bringing a bit of self-care, pampering into your world. And that's what Cancerian energy is all about. It's all about the home, feeling cozy, feeling warm, feeling safe, and being able to bring that protection out for those that you love as well. So be wary, which side of that fence are you standing on? Which light are you being in? The light, the dark light, or the white light? Because there is still light around the dark ones. We wouldn't be able to see them otherwise. Thank you, Spirit. But it's a dark light. It's murky as fuck. Like, you know, you can't see through that stuff. It's like a really dark, smoky strip club or something, you know. Not the kind of place us sophisticated folk would hang out. But hey, you know, no judgment here, right? So lots of messages coming through me right now, but I just kind of wanted to make those links tangible or intangible as you might perceive them to be. They all make a lot of sense in my mind. And so as we are facing down this Capricorn, standing at the gate, Capricorn devil in the garden, 2228 on the clock as I say this, which is a 666 parallelogram for me. The garden and the gate. So we've got the Capricorn reading at the end of this series, the devil, the green man in the garden, standing at the gate, guarding over the end of these readings. And I do feel that he is a guardian. He is actually a benevolent spirit that is guarding over all of us, as I believe the devil energy does actually, in fact, represent the original father, the original son, Lucifer, who came down into the Garden of Eden and found his beautiful Lilith. And, you know, a beautiful story was begun. Unfortunately, they were maligned and tricked by all sorts of karmic snakes in the garden. And a lot of the story got very muddled after that point. And here we are, sort of 2000 plus years on, because we're not just going back to the birth of Christ. Obviously, this is the Garden of Eden predates all of that a long way, you know, long time before. But you get my drift, okay? So, you know, we've been sort of going around these karmic cycles ever since those early stories. And as we've had this Cancerian energy now moving towards this devil, I'm feeling like Cancerian energy needs to have their armor on. They need to have their protective shell, because they've actually made it this far. They've gotten this far in the journey already. And I can't believe we've gotten to 24 minutes already. That's 3 6s again. As we talk about the devil. His most glorious. Thank you. And so don't get me off track. Don't distract me. Thank you. I'm trying to work here. And so let's just infuse this Cancerian energy with a lot of congratulations, because you might be small, you might scuttle sideways, you might not take the road most would take, but you've made it through, and you've allowed, we've got some, you know, real play, you know, some real jokers back in the chat again after the last reading, where we had like total jokers that basically say things in the live chat and start a conversation, and then they afterwards they go back and they delete their comments from the live chat as if they weren't there, even though I've got a recording of them being on the chat, like in the live chat. Like, can you believe some people are so childish and they think their moves aren't being observed by others, and actually everybody's watching what you're doing? And anyway, that's just a message for Tixie. You know who you are. It's pretty pathetic. But hey, why change the habit of a lifetime, right? So, okay. So where were we? We were going to skill up and soup up the amazing Cancerian shell of protection. And I just want you guys to remember that you always have the ability to protect yourself from little nasties that might be out and about, whether they are tapping into your dreams, tapping into your sleep, whether they're following you in the street or following you on social media, stalking you across your platform, your YouTube platform, or trying to hack your phone, your emails, your devices. I think we should just go through a few little protection items just so that you can open your awareness to the fact that there is many levels to this stuff, okay? And all those different things I just described are all different ways in which you can be stalked and watched and followed, and also influenced and affected by people sending magic your way, dark spells, dark magic, kitchen magic, soil magic, graveyard magic, all this kind of rubbish, which clearly isn't working. To all of those out there, I just, that are doing this to me, that are thinking that they are doing anything to me, I just decided I would come out tonight and just say, hi, I'm doing really well. Thank you so much for all of the crazy stuff that you're trying to send to me, because all of my angels are laughing and they're just taking names, taking notes, and it's like supermarket sweep round here. Every time you try and send something negative to me, I get a blessing coming to me. So I'm like, guys, just keep it coming. Seriously, you have no idea how much karmic debt you are creating for yourselves, but you seem to be blessing me even more than I've already been blessed. So I just want to say a very big thank you. I'm not going to tell you to stop anymore. Why bother? You've kind of crossed the point of no return now. You've crossed the river Rubicon. You're not going to be able to undo what has already been done. And I'm talking to those people that have been in a relentless fashion in whoever they're attacking, whether that's me or whether that's other people in the collective. And I know that so many of the chosen 2822 are unfortunately shining bright, but are being attacked because they're shining so brightly. And it's like moths to a flame. All these dark energies are increasingly being magnetized into our sphere. And so we have to just accept it. Don't get freaked out about it. Don't get upset. Don't get frightened that something's going to happen. Just hold your faith that actually, if you are being treated if people are envious of you, jealous of you, trying to take down your light, trying to steal from you, trying to rob you of your sanity, your wealth, your dignity, your integrity, your reputation, all of these things, remember that you must have one hell of a reputation and a light that's shining brightly for so many people to be triggered by your very presence in the world. So take beautiful comfort and thrill in that, because you really are that person. You really are that energy, that source in the real world. And you have a mission here. You have important work to do. And that's why you're being protected, 2944. That's why Spirit is protecting all of us out here, because we have work to do and we can't be bothered or held back or interrupted by idiots that don't know they're born, frankly. Okay, so let's put some music back on and pull some cards, and then we're going to read a little story. Yeah, baby. Come on, Bruno. Money make us smile. So let's do a little quick prayer. I'm getting hot already, Spirit. Oh, okay. Let's just connect in. Lovely water. Lovely bit of water. Nice. Okay, so I call in my ancestors, my spirit guides, my spirit animals, my archangels, Holy Father, Holy Mother, Holy Spirit, Mother Earth, Gaia, Father Sky. I know that God protects me and fights my battles. No weapon formed against me, in spirit or physical, shall prosper, because I am loved, highly favored and protected from all evil, and so is my divine collective of everyone in the entire world. Because that's my Pachamama power right now, that I can give out love and healing, and it can reach every single soul on the planet. That's a beautiful dream. It's a beautiful feeling. Thank you for that beautiful little moment that just came through me, Spirit. So yeah, Pachamama sending out her love and her healing to the whole collective, and I have divine authority to say that. Okay. So thank you so much for being here. I am your green goddess. You know we're on a green journey out here. Yeah, let's start this reading with some superhero cards. We've got Close to You by Rihanna coming up on the songs. Someone wants to be close to you, Cancerian. Someone's ready to be close to you. Someone's thinking about you tonight. So I hope you're doing well. This is for all Cancerian energies, whether you have this in your chart, whether you are dealing with someone who has Cancer in their chart, whether you're just feeling homely, cozy, nurturing, whether you're thinking about new home, new travels, new place to hang your hat, finding a new space, finding a new vibration to be with someone in. You know, maybe you've had a few false starts. Maybe there's been a few ups and downs, a few hiccups in the road, snakes in the grass that you've had to leap over. But we're leaping, right? We're leaping because we've got that armor of the Cancerian crab shell. We've made it this far. We are. That's a Rihanna song coming through. Okay, look at all this divine protection. Wow. I love it. Okay, so we've got Mushu coming out again, bringing heart and sacral energy. So this is very emotional. This is someone who loves you dearly. There's a lot of color match I'm feeling with Rihanna's song here. Look at this card. So Close to You, Mushu. Mushu's always close to Mulan. So someone's wanting to be close to you. This is the number 2. 2 people coming in together as one. A fast-talking dragon who looks after Princess Mulan. He even makes her porridge for breakfast. So someone wants to make you breakfast in bed, Cancer. I think someone's getting ready to give you a little bit of pampering, a bit of TLC. That's lovely. And just to, yeah, I'll say it now. So we also had a number 6. We have got a lot of devil energy out here already. Number 6, appreciation. Beautiful energy. I've talked a lot about being in the garden, being out with the flowers. Sorry, that light's just a bit, let me just turn that on. Okay, that's better. So I was talking about the abundance, the harvest, the sense of you know, the sort of Queen and King of Pentacles energy, nurturing, abundant, bringing in the harvest. This is very Nine of Pentacles energy, I feel, as well. People being appreciated for their hard work. Capricorn energy too, definitely. People appreciating you with gifts of money or promotions or recognition. What were these two cards, by the way? We did have another one. Yeah, we had victory. So we had victory and appreciation. So this really feels like someone giving you your due credit in a work or business situation, someone recognizing you for, you know, like I was saying, you know, Cancer's like run this marathon, okay? And the idea of the marathon comes from ancient Greece, from the ancient Olympics. Excuse me. Spiritual burpees all up in here. And I'm getting really hot, Spirit. This person has a gold wreath of leaves. She's connecting into spirit. I mean, this is victory. This is the victorious moment of completion. You've won the race. You may not even know you've already won. In the spirit land, in the spirit realm, you are already a victor. You are a victor or Victoria, which is where the name Victor or Victoria comes from. It's the idea of victory, being victorious. And you're being appreciated now, because even though you've had to run this marathon on your own, other people were watching the whole time. There's always been an audience. There's always been spectators. They may have had to hang back for one reason or another. Maybe shock, maybe awe, maybe jealousy, maybe fear, maybe confusion, maybe doubt, maybe legal issues that have kept them caught up somehow. This is Maybe by Emily Sandé. But there's no maybe about this victory, okay? It's here. This number 28 represents the 10 of completion. You've already made it. You are standing on the podium now. You're in first place. And you've got friends around you in second and third place now as well. It's like you had to run the marathon in order to come into the inner circle of the Olympic Games and suddenly find that all of the winners, everyone who won their heats, everyone that won their games that day is now standing with you, and you're all celebrating as, you know, real winners, real challengers. You've gone up against the very best in the spiritual realm and in the physical realm, and you came out on top. And look how calm and chilled out and relaxed you look. Like, yeah, I could deal with that again tomorrow, baby. I can do it with my eyes closed. And we will do it all again tomorrow. And we probably will do it with our eyes closed. Because we know that it is a marathon and not a sprint, okay? And sometimes we have to run, you know, a little bit quicker to catch up with ourselves or catch up with spirit, or realize we might have missed of someone passing us a baton, or we might have missed our moment to say what we needed to say, and suddenly the moment was gone. But as you know, everything's a cycle. Everything comes around again. Ain't No Other Man by Christina Aguilera. Ain't no other man out there for someone. So, feeling quite a lot of love coming in. I'm feeling a lot of threes as well. So let's just show. I've got 3 here. We've got 6 here. We've got 35 here, and we've got 38 here, which also adds up to 11. Spiritual number of connection, communion, bringing in abundance. We had the 4 of Wands come out in the shuffle, and we've got the Ace of Wands, looking very much like Sandra Bullock in this image. I always think that when I see this. And now I'm thinking of the film Speed. So someone could be speeding towards you on their chariot, right? Speeding towards you on their chariot with an ace of wands. But it's bringing a lot of abundance. I mean, look at the gold in this card, okay? And you might have spotted two very lovely men. Ain't no other man, ain't no other men like Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael, okay? And they are guarding over the root chakra and the heart chakra, the two chakras that have a lot to do with our physical passion, our emotional connection, our love vibration when it comes to those that we are romantically passionate about. And Cancerians are so romantic. They are all about the romantic side of love. They're about flowers and gifts. And, you know, this little girl has a gift of flowers in her basket. And this older lady has a gift of flowers in her hand. And they are both surrounded by, well, she's got lots of angels. In fact, yeah, this is, she doesn't have any no, appreciation doesn't have any birds, but this little lady, maybe your inner child energy coming through, she has two doves at least, and I think there's like a little robin in the tree. Yeah, there is. There's a couple of birds actually. There's a couple of little birds and a couple of little doves. So I'm seeing like this is about to burst into this image. These birds are about to join up with their little tribe, and there are families coming together in this time. Soul tribe families that may have been apart as long as it's been since this person was young and now they're older. So you may be coming back into resonance with someone who's been away for a long time, or you've been parted for a long time, or there's been a very big emotional distance between you as well. It doesn't have to be physical or geographical. It can also be emotional or communicative. So yeah, we've got Mr. Raphael, Archangel, 4th chakra of number 11. Woo! And Archangel Michael, the 1st chakra, root chakra energy, number 35, which is an 8. So let us put Archangel Michael there, and then we'll put Archangel Raph there. The other two superheroes that you got is Valkyrie, number 9. This is warrior energy, your ancestors, spirit guides coming in to protect you, like that armor that you carry. And we've got Barley, who's the big brother in Onward, and he is a real protector. He protects his little brother. And it says Barley is, hang on, where's my glasses? Barley is confident and fearless. He was born ready to go on epic quests with his brother. Is that Ian? Yeah, brother Ian. I don't remember him being called Ian, but that's cool. 93, number 12, breaking down to a 3. So a lot of 3 energy, which is the representation of two people coming in together and creating a third energy, a baby or a project or a business or an idea, or just one hell of a steamy holiday or dirty weekend, maybe, who knows. But there's a lot of people coming into communion right now. Someone's coming towards you very, very quickly as well, like picked up on that energy already. And also another number 9, someone writing you a letter right now. Someone has a lot of important information, and I believe that they want to share about love. But it's more than that. It's bigger than that. Yeah. I'm feeling with the feather here that there's a lot of truth that they need to share with you. They need to share their story. They're writing their story and they're going to be sending it to you. And I believe that they've bared their soul and opened their heart and really told the truth about what's been happening. And this is what this feather of truth or the swords sort of energy is representing. And it also carries a 7 of Cups energy. So this could be someone explaining how they've had a lot of options that they've been flitting backwards and forwards to, you know, a girl or a guy in every port, maybe. I'm just looking at the little words that are going around. We've got mountain, and we've got ship, house, tree, clouds. The sorts of things people see when they're on an aeroplane. This could be a letter coming to you from another country, so it's coming by airmail. And we've got Everglow by Coldplay with a lovely flower of life image there. So yeah, this could be a letter or a person coming to you from a long distance away, bringing in that chariot energy. And look how Peter Pan here is in control of his chariot, in control of his ship. And he's got one almighty wand as well. Let's just say, I'm just saying, okay. But also, look, like, you know, just strong protection from your angels coming in. Beautiful energies with this reading already. Let's take one more. Actually, no. Spirit said no. We've got 3 superheroes and 3 is the number of the night. So we're going to stick with that. I think also I have pulled out quite a few other cards, and Spirit wants me to start the reading because we don't want to be here too late with you guys. But I couldn't not be here. Like, I wanted to be here for you. You know, if I say I'm going to do something, I mean it, and I'm going to do it. And if I say I'm going to be there for you, I'm going to be there for you. And there's no judgment, as long as you've got no judgment for me. And we can all just, you know, come together and, you know, meet on a level playing field, right? Even sort of, you know, turn a page and start fresh, you know, a clean slate. We've kind of got to get through this the truth bomb first, you know, the truth bomb for everyone. But then we can just put that on the, you know, chuck it on the fire, right? And wipe the slate clean and start again and write a new story. A story that is going to be wherever you want it to be, any of the 4 corners of the earth. We can go. You know, as long as you're in alignment with your person. This is a 7, spiritual 7, and the 6 of Cups. This is Spirit bringing in. It's actually pointing at, that's really beautiful. So it's actually the star is actually pointing at the Cancerian position here in the card. I'm loving that. The star point there. It's right on the border of Cancerian and Gemini, which is like my grandmother's energy. And it's the 6 of Cups as well. So we've got another 6 out here, 2 3s. And also it's representing past life connection, soulmate connection, someone coming in from your past. I did just say that, right? Okay, so beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So messages coming in from a long way. There's someone coming in following a message. Someone even trying to get here before the message. And we've got another 7. So we've got a lot of, and another 7 here, and another 8 here, and another compass, and another 7. Spirit. Okay, we've got 2 soulmates, or 3 in this card. King of Fire, King of Wands energy maybe, but it definitely could be King of Cups as well. We've got two birds guarding over their nest. Look at the light emanating from where their new life is going to begin. The light shining on the eggs in the nest. And there's two people bringing that Cancerian nurturing energy down. Queen of Cups energy. This is like almost King of Cups and Queen of Cups energy. And I said King of Pence and Queen of Pentacles before. Then we get the snakes in the grass. This is the Garden of Eden that I was talking about at the beginning. And it's a number 7. And it's also a Queen of Fire. So is that... Yeah. Yeah, so look at that. It's a King of Earth. How funny. It's the King of Earth, right? Which I always feel is a very King of Cups. But we're on King of Earth and it's water. And I was saying earlier how I always resonate Cancerians with green. And obviously they're water. They are the King of Cups because they're so in touch with their emotions. You know, they're not afraid to share how they feel. Then they're not afraid to be vulnerable. If and Fool by Shakira is on, that's providing they're able to find their way out of their crustacean shell. Not all Cancerians or people hiding in the shadows inside their shell are able to do. Sometimes they've been bitten by the snakes so many times that they're too afeared to come out again. But outside is where it's all going on, right? You know, you've got to be out, you've got to be in it to win it. You've got to have some skin in the game. And we can't hide inside our hermit shells forever. And hermit crabs is a really great example. We all need to go into our hermitage sometimes, just like Cancerians do, just like Virgos do, into their hermit mode. And hermit crabs especially have a really big shell because they're going to stay in there for ages and ages and ages. So they want like a little bit of moving around space, right? They want like fireplace over there and a big double bed there and cozy couch there and a nice kitchen and fridge in that corner. This is all inside the shell, okay? The hermit crab shell. So if you can get super cozy and super warm inside your hermit crab shell and you think you never need to come out and see the light of day. We've got candles up in here. We've got sage, incense. We're smoking a little bit of bud. Like, you know, we don't need any additional outside light. We certainly don't need anyone raining on our parade. But we do like the sun and we do like the ocean and we do want to like dip our toe in the water every now and again. So we have to be brave and we have to come out of our hermit shell now and again. And we have to remember that there's always going to be snakes. And sometimes if we're not careful, a snake can find its way into your home, or a spider, or somehow they can infiltrate your energy. So you have to find ways to deflect and protect yourself, setting up little booby traps, or, you know, making sure that you've got your strong pincers nice and sharpened so that you can, you know, grab the nose of anything that might get in your way or try and knock you off your path or knock you out of your tree. You know, remember you're a warrior, Cancerian, okay? So interesting energy. I'm almost seeing this as well. Look, you know, the two queens. We've got two queens here. We've got one queen, a snake, with lots of apples. You know, it's the vicious old, ugly old queen that tried to trick the young princess with the poisoned apple. And she's surrounded by apples. She actually looks like she's been foiled. This is the Queen of Fire. So we have a quite witchy person here. But then we've got the queen, you know, and she's she's hella angry about what's happening in this nest. There's new life, new growth, new abundance, and there's a new couple here, maybe with a new family growing. And they've got infinite abundance forever and ever with the number 8. And Queen of Cups is all about that loving energy, very Cancerian energy. 54, 54. And this 7 is like just spiritual fuckery. Someone that cannot believe what they're seeing, right? 2 queens very much up against each other, but they might be queen in name. They might both be queen in name. But seriously, that's where the comparison ends. Because, you know, one is abundant, one is giving, one is joyful, one is light, and the other is dark and poisonous and treacherous and tricksy, sneaking. So, you know, I don't know which one you might be dealing with, Cancerian, whether this is you with your person, potential person coming in, dreams of a new future with someone, 55, or maybe both. Maybe you're recognizing yourself in this energy and you're recognizing this person in your sphere. But all I'm saying with this is that you need to be super vigilant and protect what is yours, protect what you're growing, but also be calmed in that this snake really doesn't have any way of getting close to you. These two look calm, relaxed. They're not worried about predators. So that's a nice message, just as a confirmation that, like I've said a few times tonight, we are protected. We got Dragon Days by Alicia Keys. And we've got a little dragon out here already. So, shall we read a story? Okay. I'm going to give you a little view. Okay. Alrighty. Hope you can see all of those now. Alright. Should I turn that off? Would that be better on the... Yeah, I think you can probably see the pictures a little bit better now. Alright. Okay. Okay. We'll just turn Alicia off for a second. So our card is Peter Pan. Beautiful energy for the Chariot tonight. Cancerian energy, flying off to find our dreams, flying off to meet our dreams in the air. We're going to put them there. And let's pull out a couple of my 5D oracles to give a flavor for the story. And then we shall begin. So, what is the spooky secret between Cancerian and their person? Thank you so much, spirits. Tell us what we need to see. Tell us what we need to know. For our beautiful collective, what was on the bottom of the deck? Take your power back. You've got to be ready. Take your power back. Capricorn. Capricorn energy. I know it's your reading next time, Cappy, but you want to be out here tonight. That's all good. We don't mind a bit of good devil energy, okay? And Jupiter. We're taking this as well, Jupiter energy. We're going to do the Capricorn reading on Thursday or Friday of this week, because so Thursday would be Jupiter day and Friday would be Venus. Probably going to go with Friday because Friday is the day of the full moon in Taurus and the lunar eclipse. So that would be, I think, a really good time to do it. So We're saying, Capricorn, take your power back at this point. Are there any other spooky secrets for the collective, just as a livener, just as a taster, a teaser? And then we'll obviously come back. I saw that, Spirit. This Spirit, flip this over. The truth will free you. We've definitely got truth coming in with this feather and the letter. We've got Valkyrie has a sword. Valkyrie says Valkyrie uses her superpowers to protect Earth from threats in the sky, on land, and even underwater. Well, there you go. You know, she is an Earth defender. That is exactly who we are all tonight. You know, we've got Mushu, who also defends on the land, in water, and from the sky. So beautiful. Truth will free you. Take your power back. This could be resonating around a Capricorn or someone with a strong Jupiter placements or Jupiter in Capricorn. Can I have... I've got another angel. Oh my goodness me, Spirit. Another angel, Archangel Gabriel, bringing in a message. We've got messages coming in from Spirit and from your loved ones, heralding a new beginning. He brings a cup of love as well. I believe these are messages of love. Let's put him there. And next to him was the 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel, coming in, and a very beautiful feminine energy now with a massive crown, beautiful wings, and a book of wisdom. And she's heralding change with the number 5. We now have 4 archangels on the table. And yes, Spirit, of course we can bring them all down together. Let's put them there. And let's put them... Let's do that, shall we? Yeah, beautiful. Look, we've now got the fish next to the stork family. And we've got snakes next to the compass. So I would suggest that this is talking about snakes that are doing, snakes based all around the world, basically. Your enemies, your nemesis, your haters could be based all around the world. And that's why you've got such divine protection from these 4 angels. Amazing. I'm loving that energy coming in now, Spirit. So we've now got victory over the snakes, or victory is going to be had over the snakes. And we've got appreciation. And we've got the garden and the gate. So let's just do that there. Garden and the gate. Ace of Wands. Someone's about to step through the gate. Someone's ready to step through the gate, step through the portal, the door. They're going to be setting fire to their truth, I'm hearing. Setting fire to their truth. What a beautiful image that is. Setting fire to the rain. Wow. Okay, what else have we got, Spirit? Water healing, beautiful energy for Cancerians, the water signs of Pisces, Cancer, and Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. And the thing that I forgot to say at the beginning, everyone, was that obviously Cancer is ruled by the moon, and we are in so much moon energy at the moment that I felt that that was an obvious, beautiful connection. I wanted to do this Cancerian, Spirit. I wanted to do this reading last night when it was Moon Day, Monday, but I was just too busy and I just did not get to it and I needed my precious chill time, so I didn't push myself to do it. But then I checked checked in with my astro spirit guides, only to discover that we have the most unique partial lunar eclipse this week. The last time it was 500 years ago in 1440, and the next one won't be until 2489, I think. So this partial lunar eclipse this Friday, the 19th of November 2021, will be on the full moon in Taurus. A beautiful time of feeling and witnessing your abundance coming raining down, like the water healing it's going to bring. And it's going to bring fresh energy to someone that feels like they've been out in the cold. Nobody puts baby in the corner. I'm loving the orange. I didn't mean orange, but orange. There's a lot of orange out here, a lot of sacral energy, but I meant to say the purple heart of bravery. Someone has bravely made it through the war, the battle. I'm going to put them next to Jupiter. And then we've got, and that's connecting in also with Archangel Uriel here. All right, Spirit. You want me to do this? No one puts baby in the corner. Take your power back. Yeah. Okay, I see that, Spirit. And Capricorn. Someone's been dealing with a lot of devilish energy, feeling like they've been marginalized. But that's all coming around now, because it's sitting next to the number 5 of change. Archangel Uriel is going to show what's really written. It's written. It is written. This is the constellation of the Ace of Cups, sitting under the Ace of Wands. This is what's written in the Holy Book. It's looking like the seal on the shield of Archangel Gabriel. It's the same seal on the book for Archangel Uriel. And this Ace of Wands, interestingly, has a padlock, sort of where their heart is. This could be someone that has been caught up a lot in the sexual, passionate energies and has been blocked off from love. And we've got Tangled on the radio by Maroon 5. Someone has been getting themselves tangled up, and they've actually had a lock on their heart, and I don't think they even remember where the key was. They are now looking in a new direction. It's almost like they've turned around and done a double take and thought, oh my God, there's something I forgot. I was supposed to go back for something and I need to go and get it now. And maybe it's the key to the lock. Maybe they've just remembered where the key was, where they put the key. And you can see the determination and decision on her face that is the plan. Even though they've been in a place of indecision. They've been going round and round and round with the 8 of infinity. Which path do I take? Which road? When? How? What do I do? Do I even move from this point? Shall I just stay with my heart locked up like a fortress? This is The Sweetest Devotion by Adele. Oh, so the lyrics there is, we can break every law. People breaking the law out here for sure. We've got hostilities under the deck. Okay, let's put these down, I think, now and start our reading. Okay. Okay, so we've got, it's written, Venus This could be Taurus and Libra energy. It could also just be the element of love, the divine feminine, coming to sit with her brother Jupiter, maybe. Venus and Capricorn in the Garden of Eden, maybe. I'm quite liking that feeling. And then we've got fire, the spiritual realm. This definitely brings to mind the idea of people doing candle magic and fire spells. I'm thinking of putting that. We've got that under victory now. Okay, yeah, I'm seeing that, Spirit. Okay. Spirit's just telling me how to rearrange the cards. Okay. So she's going to have us doing a bit of a mix and match tonight. So we're going to have fire, spiritual realm underneath these snakes, but victory is here. So no victory coming to these people who have been playing with magic, but there is abundance, appreciation and love and passion from that fire realm coming in to support these two families, the families of the fish and the families of the storks. And you know what the storks are legendary as bringing in, right? Then we've got indecision, hostilities that was causing someone to be locked up, to have their heart locked up. So I'm feeling like these go together. It is written is going to go there. Right, let's put that. So we've now got truth will free you on one side, underneath Capricorn. Then we've got take your power back with the power of Jupiter, that solar power energy. Then we've got it is written, coming above water healing and the Ace of Cups. Underneath, where's my other ace? There. So there's my ace. All right. Okay, Spirit. Now we've done it. Now we're there. We're there. We're there. Okay. Okay. All right. Now we have a little story. Okay. Beautiful. Now you can look at these while I read you a story. Okay. Right. Let's turn Adele off. She's very lovely. But we're just going to... yeah, that's great. Okay, Spirit. So I hope you're sitting comfortably, Cancerian, and I shall begin our little story. Okay. Oh, Spirit's saying she wants one more here. Can you see those if I put that there? There we go. Right, one more. Oh, look. Okay, Spirit, we're going to take it. Heart healing. Heart healing was right there waiting for us. So definitely in between the fire and Venus, we have heart healing now. A lot of healing is needed to come out of these energies. There are so many sevens here. We've got so many sevens, eights and nines and 11s and 3s. Should we just go through them quickly? 9. Okay, 2, 9, 7, 9, 6, 7, 8, 7, 8, 6, 10, 11, 8, an ace, an ace, an 8, a 12 or a 3, and a 5. And Gemini flipped over. Okay. Funny little cheeky, naughty Gemini just decided to flip over and ask to join. So we've got representation of twins, and also Gemini sits next to Cancerian on the wheel. And earlier on, we had a signifier that showed that the bottom point of the star was pointing right on the, can you see that? Right on the border of Cancerian and Gemini energy. So you could be on the cusp. You could be a cusper. Welcome if you are. You could be dealing with someone that is very watery and airy. An interesting mix, actually, I think that would be a very interesting mix. My grandmother was one. So, and then just as we go into the reading journey, number 2, stepping out onto that beautiful path. It's lit. You're lit. She's surrounded by packages, gifts, blessings. And it looks like she's leaving a sort of special signal for someone that's following after, so that they know how to follow her. They know how to find her. She's sending out like smoke signals. Wow. I've just looked at this card again, and it is actually like a green lake, and it looks like a manta ray is swimming in the bottom of the lake. It could also be like a fairy. It's my little kitty. Could also be like a little fairy. It's sort of making me think of Peter Pan now with Tinkerbell. So and Caring Connections was underneath that. Another number 5. And the sun was underneath that. Beautiful, Spirit. Okay. Well, you just, you're spoiling us, Spirit. Let's put them. You can't see that, can you? Okay. We'll do this. Okay. And then journey. So we've definitely got Caring Connections now sitting under the twins. Are we ready, Spirit? Where's the sun going to go there? Okay. Definitely now I think we have our story. Okay. Let's read. So we are reading Peter Pan. And I'm just going to leave it there where you can see, rather than hold it up, because that's quite annoying. And I want to enjoy the story too. Look, Bubbles jumped up to enjoy the story too now. You can sit on my lap. Come on. No, she's not. Okay. All right. So, Peter Pan. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Peter Pan. A ship is often depicted in mythological or spiritual teachings as a vehicle of the soul, moving consciousness from one shore to the next. In the fairy tale Peter Pan, Wendy and her brothers not only learn to fly, freeing themselves from the physical limitations of time and space, but they also land on an island and encounter a great ship where Captain Hook rules. Captain Hook and his band of pirates symbolize the chaotic elements of the underworld, our untamed fears. Tinkerbell is the elemental spirit within us, the fairy Deva. She is a light body and can produce spells for good or evil depending on the calling of the heart. Wendy and her brothers represent humanity. They are tethered to the poles and roots of their incarnation, yet by believing in other worlds, they manifest the ability to soar beyond the boundaries of time. Traditionally, the 7th major trump is known as the Chariot. This mechanical device is seen as a symbol for the body, which carries the mind and the spirit. Yeah, just want to mention we've got 2 compasses out here, 2 compass cards to go with our chariot. It's amazing. Yeah. They are, where are we? This mechanical device is seen as a symbol for the body, which carries the mind and the spirit. The charioteer stands for the inner self, and the horses represent the divine willpower that must be harnessed. This card calls for balance between the earth-centered life and the life of spirit. When individuals are in touch with their inner guides, they know not to control the guidance, but to move gracefully according to their environment, open, free to explore and reveling in the spiral dance of night and day, the balance of light and dark. In the story of Peter Pan, this archetypal pattern is at work. The children are tempted to stay in Never Never Land forever, becoming eternal children like Peter Pan and never reaching the maturation stage of the human soul. But the children are symbolic of the part of us that must return to the center, finding our way back home after having experienced all of life's adventures. In a sense, Peter Pan is like the two horses of the chariot, symbolizing the elements, symbolizing the elemental will that moves us beyond, pulling us forever forward into our adventures, untamed and unbridled. Ultimately, the quest of our journey is to find our sanctuary and soul heritage. The chariot, Peter Pan, Tinkerbell, and the great ship are all guiding and illuminating facets of our cosmic self. Another idea needs to be remembered here. As we encounter obstacles and sudden twists and turns on the road ahead, we must not pan-ic, a term supposedly engendered by the cry of the great god of wild nature, Pan. Because the comet planetoid Chiron was only discovered in 1977, it has not yet achieved a position within the 22-fold system of the major arcana. However, a likely place for it would be here, in alignment with the chariot and Peter Pan. Chiron begins with the ch of chariot and ch of child. Peter Pan signifies the child who always stays young at heart. As this book was written, Chiron had been traveling in the sign Cancer for the first time in nearly 50 years. Cancer is the zodiacal sign traditionally associated with this card. Chiron is often associated with the key that opens doorways to higher consciousness. The qualities of the maverick, the wounded healer, and the ageless wisdom teachings. The soaring joy of Peter Pan and the flickering light of Tinkerbell are associated with the positive qualities of Chiron, while the darker presence of Captain Hook seems to be aligned with the chirotic wounds of the past that are difficult to heal. It is also interesting in this regard to remember that the captain has a hook in place of a hand, and that the Greek root meaning of Chiron is hand. When this card appears in your reading, move steadily in life and uncover your secret resources. Ride the middle path, a road that eventually turns round completely and takes you home. Whilst it makes sense to strive for safety and security on a day-to-day basis, allow yourself the freedom to dream, fantasize, and be adventuresome. Research the deeper meaning of the ageless wisdom, for Peter Pan is the archetype of eternal youth. Once you have contacted the enchantment of Never Never Land within your soul, you will have opened the door to immortal love. Travel home to the root of your wisdom. If you believe you can, you will. Traditional tarot archetype is the Chariot and the zodiacal ruler is Cancer. Amazing. That was so good. As I always say to you guys and girls, I don't read these stories from this beautiful book, which is the Inner Child cards, the Fairy Tale Tarot. I don't read any of these stories before I read them with you. And I'm always flummoxed, perplexed, bemused and baffled in all of the best ways of how synchronistic they are to the words that I may have shared at the beginning, or the cards that have come out on the table. And the sense of the Fool, the eternal light. I think we had like a Fool card energy come through. I can't think where it is. I think I may have just popped it back in the deck. But that's okay. It might well come out again. It might well come out again. We do have the journey, and it is often called the Fool's Journey. If you don't hear it as the hero's journey, you might have heard it as the Fool's Journey or the Child's Journey. It's the same journey, and we're all on it. And most of us are out here looking for love and healing and abundance and caring connections. You know, oh, you can't see that anymore. Okay. Caring connections was what I was pointing to. So I think let's put some music back on, Spirit. And we're going to do some clarity, I think, with the Wild Unknown Tarot. That is definitely, oh my goodness me. Bottom of the deck was the Chariot. Beautiful. That can come out. We're going to actually, like, you know, we've got take your power back over hostilities and indecision. You know, with some water healing, with some fire healing, passion, intimacy, connection, growth in a connection. This is about growth. There's so many flowers and representations of new life, harvest, new beginnings. And this is Love Me Now by John Legend. So let's just cover up these hostilities. We don't need to see hostilities anymore. We've now got the Chariot and we've got the Hangman. How interesting. Coming out next to indecision. So this is definitely, let's just ring the gong while I'm thinking about it. Thank you, Spirit. So after we had the energy of indecision, we've now got the Hangman, but I believe they are actually going to be coming out of their little cocoon. Their bat wings are going to open, like she's going to open the lock on her heart. And he's also got an amulet of protection around his neck, representing Earth. Okay. So what are we going to clarify? What are you feeling like you would like to clarify? So I'm going to pull a couple of cards to clarify, but everyone in the collective, you can choose how these cards coming out are going to match for you. So you can match them to any of these energies on the table. Don't just let it be my intuition that guides this reading. Allow it to be yours too. There's been a lot of love songs on the radio tonight for you, Cancerian. Something is written. There's a Six of Cups, past life connection, past love, past... We've got heart healing and we've got water healing here. We've got all the elements. We've got fire, water, earth, ether, and air. We've also got Gemini, Capricorn, Taurus, Libra, Jupiter. We've got the fire signs of Aries, Leo, and Sag. We've got the water signs of Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. And we've got a lot of beautiful Leo energy here, earth energy with the heart chakra, which is also a Venus energy. Taurus coming in strong, especially with this full moon in Taurus at the end of the week. But nobody puts baby in the corner. The truth will free you. Gemini, someone being two-faced. Capricorn, someone being devilish, greedy, manipulative. Someone doing the most with Jupiter. It's now the time to surround this with healing. To come out of our heads, to come out of our emotions, take back that firepower. Ace of Wands, take your power back, Jupiter energy, and the Chariot. You know, it's getting me excited just going through them. And then you've got all this angel power too. Angels, a lot of root chakra energy was being brought up in that reading too. This is I Don't Give a F by Dua Lipa. So, yeah. Some people are going to be reconciling, others may not be. I mean, if this is your reading and you're resonating with it, Cancerians, or anyone guided to this reading, cross watchers, whoever's watching, guess who's at the bottom of the deck? We've got the devil out here again, more Capricorn energy, just as I was talking about people being in temptation energy, being greedy, being manipulative, and out comes the devil on cue. You know, we know what they say, speak of the devil, and he appears, and his fiery cloven hoofs appear, right? So let's just put him there and see what fell on the floor. Okay. Wow. So we've got the moon and death. We've got the moon and death. We are coming up to a big full moon. This represents a new moon. It could talk about the ending to a situation on the last new moon, which was the Scorpio full moon. Sorry, it was the Scorpio new moon. Okay, so this is what I'm feeling. This was the Scorpio new moon the other day. Something happened that day that is now coming out into the open. Decisions that were taken, either decisions that were taken on the Scorpio new moon or decisions that came to their fruition on the Scorpio full moon, new moon. I keep saying that. So it could be something to do with this full moon as well. There is death to something coming up on this new moon, on this. I can't do it, Spirit. Every time I want to say new moon, I'm saying full moon. And every time I want to say full moon, I'm saying new moon. So people are sending confusion magic. People are trying to use these moons to mess with people, like I was saying at the beginning. And that can sit there for a moment next to the devil while we look at what else we had. We've got the Four of Wands. I said that the Four of Wands came out in the shuffle earlier, but it was this deck. It was the Tarot de la Nuit deck. We've got Chandelier by Sia on the radio. Someone wants to be hanging off the chandeliers with you, swinging from them. I feel like this is an eye. This feels like someone watching, but it is also the Four of Wands, which looks like a portal in this image. Coming together in union and then protecting your nest with fiery victory. But I'm kind of thinking of like fiery fierceness, fiery fearlessness. Someone was fearless earlier, weren't they? Yeah, Barley's fearless. It's got that indigo energy, which is this is very sun energy. You've got the indigo color, which is the third eye. And the third eye resonates with the sun, with the light, with illumination. And then we've got the sun itself coming in as a number one. But what's lovely is even though it's the sun, It's a little friend group enjoying a bath, enjoying a bird bath. So all the elements of nature, like an earth angel sitting in the water, like a Cancerian, getting pampered, getting ready before a big event, a big party. I'm feeling like this energy of a party in your honor, Cancerian. This has been coming up a lot, this energy. And there's a trumpet, not a trumpet, a megaphone, like one of those old record players. So there's a connection with music here as well. Messages coming through music. She's got a book. She's got she's got sea creatures and birds and flowers. She's got paintbrushes. See the paintbrushes there in the tree? This is someone who's very creative, someone who's using their third eye intuition to see beyond and bring their dreams to life through some kind of creative works. And the fact that it's sitting next to victory, appreciation, Archangel Raphael for the heart and Archangel Michael for the root, I'm feeling like there is a beautiful new partnership being blessed, whether that is a business partnership or a love partnership or a friend group, a new family. Four of Wands is telling us that this is a destined partnership. Put it there. And then we've got the Two of Wands. Two of Wands and the Four of Wands. You know, this can also represent when you've got the decision to make, two pathways, two journeys, two pathways that seem passionate and fiery and exciting, but you know you can only have one. And they really are going in two different directions. This is really about departing from one life and moving into a completely new life, the journey. This is embarking on a new adventure, a new journey. We talk about embarking when we go off on a ship, leaving behind the hostilities, leaving behind the indecision, the sense of lack, the sense of doubt is all in the past. It's all just now. The fieriness of the Chariot energy, the energy of union, knowing that it's all about destroying the old paradigm, the old life, and generating the new. This is Genesis energy. I'm going to cover up hostilities again because we really don't need to see that. And it's written, it's under the moon. You know, we've got the moon now sitting next to It Is Written with the Ace of Cups and water healing. Cancerian energy, this is your ruler, Cancer. Then we've got Scorpio energy coming through strongly with death, sitting over the truth will free you and Capricorn. And the sun, as I picked that up, the sun was underneath. And the Son of Swords, who wanted to show up before. Okay. We've now got the sun twice over the truth will free you and take your power back. Capricorn. I definitely feel there's some Capricorn energy. Son of Swords. Someone stalking. Look, there's the eye energy again. Look. Son of Swords is someone stalking, watching, not saying, not showing what's in their heart. Keeping everything locked behind a fortress of Fort Knox. Indecision. Holding back. But actually, all this holding back, all this secrets is just, it's setting the stage, isn't it? Setting the stage for the next cycle, and where there's been so much sorry, I'm getting transfixed by the music. Who have we got? We've got My Boo by Usher and Alicia Keys. I'm not putting these songs on, I swear, guys. It's not even like a love station or a love night. There's just a lot of love songs coming on. So I feel like this is a love reading. I think the cards are telling us that story too. So yeah, we have had people stalking, we've had indecision, we've had people holding back, holding on, not telling the truth, a lot of trickery with the devil out here twice, the moon, and the snakes in the grass. But we've also got change is always going to be refreshing the pot, bringing some fresh, fiery cleansing to the trickery or fuckery that's come before. And that is coming over death. Death is coming over Capricorn, and the truth will free you. Nobody puts baby in the corner. And Gemini, it's bringing in a lot of heart healing. Even the water healing is bringing in heart healing as well. This is a sign that you can always be stepping into a healing space, just splashing water on your face or on the back of your neck, or taking a lovely spiritual bath or spiritual shower, or a walk in the rain. We've got Stronger Than Me by Amy Winehouse on the radio. I'll bring it a little bit closer. So yeah, death is bringing in the change as he does, bringing an end to stalking, bringing an end to indecision and hostilities, right? The Two of Wands can often be this kind of hostilities energy. And obviously we've got all these angels, archangels, blessing this beautiful symphony I'm hearing. Celestial symphony. Wow. I just got a message, a very personal message. Like, I was just playing with this card, and it was there, like some of the incense ash had fallen on it. And as I kind of like lifted the ash off the card, I felt this energy of like that song. I came up the other day and I couldn't remember what it's called. Running through the ashes of the house we left behind or something. And it's almost like, you know, rising up at like the phoenix out of the ashes of your old life. You're letting the fire cleanse away this pain that has been surrounding you. The smog, the fog, the mist, everything's been unclear. Everything's been foggy and cloudy and confused. And now it's just fresh new energy all day long. A fresh new journey, protected by the angels. We're flipping this eye of Sauron background, and it's like a nest. It's really reminding me of a nest of protection. Come on, Spirit. Come on, Sash. Come on, Sash. Right, so yeah, the nest of protection. It's feeling like this energy here. It's feeling like there's birds, they've got their twigs, they're building their nest, making it nice and strong. And they're going to keep an eye on it now. They're not going to let anyone get anywhere near their nest, okay? People have been, unfortunately, taking their eye off the ball, taking their eye off what was important, not putting in the right effort and energy to ensure that their nest, their future, their nest egg was going to be protected. So now nothing's getting through this gate. Nothing's getting through the garden or the gate, because you've got amazing archangel protection surrounding you. We've got Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Michael, and Archangel Raphael. And I think that was the 4, wasn't it? Yeah. But a lot of spiritual energy. And didn't I say that these felt like archangels here? This is going to be Wendy, Peter and Michael from Peter Pan. And there you've got Peter and Tinkerbell up there on the ship. We've got Love Me Harder by Ariana Grande now. So yeah, someone's about to start, someone wants to love harder this time. They realized that there was mistakes made, missteps taken, huge missteps taken in the wrong direction. They weren't just perhaps standing at the fork in the road of indecision. They may well have gone down the wrong path a really long way. And all they met at the end of that path was hostilities. And now they realize it was the other way. They were supposed to go the other way. But they still can. You can still find yourself again at that fork in the road. It might be a different fork in the road now. But you can still take a new road, a new path. Every day brings a new opportunity for healing and for righting wrongs and for telling the truth and for bringing your heart out into the open, not guarding it like this. You remember this energy at the beginning, like, becoming like a warrior, guarding your own heart because it's been hurt before and people have taken advantage of it. And now it's time to actually let your guard down, let your sword down once you've shared your truth, and start building a tent or a teepee of new energy, of new beginnings that will unlock this heart. And I think this is already happening because we've got heart healing and we've got water healing. That is definitely able to thaw this fiery heart of wands that has been locked away, needing to find some color, right? This chick, she's locked in the darkness. Even though she's an ace of wands, she needs the green and blue of heart and water healing. And it's here for her. It's here for him. It's here for all of us. And look at the way she's looking at the heart healing and the water healing. She knows it's her destiny. She knows that's her path. And she knows that it's her salvation and her sanctuary. And I'm getting that quote coming through me. And it's got to be a Joseph Campbell quote as well from The Hero's Journey. It is, the cave you fear to enter is where, the cave you fear to enter holds the treasure that you seek. And isn't that a beautiful idea, that the cave we're most frightened of going into, you could imagine this is the Luke Skywalker Darth Vader moment as well. The cave you fear to enter holds the treasure that you seek. I'm sticking to the cards tonight. Sticky. Someone wants to stick next to you. And this is Skin by Rag and Bone Man. Someone wants to stick next to you, be close to you. Yeah. Caring connections, the journey, the Ace of Wands. We've got the Chariot twice. Obviously, because we had the signifier card and then the Chariot came out. We've also got the Hangman, which I felt was quite similar to indecision. One carries the numbers. So the Hangman's coming in with a number 12 and indecision coming in with a number 8. But there is really this idea of which path are you going to take. You've got 2 roads to go on your journey. Look at all these signposts, you see. And the hangman's just been hanging out, trying to work out which way to go, because they know they made the wrong decision last time and it cost them dearly going down the wrong path. So this time they're going to be really considerate and careful with that energy. We've got 10 minutes left of the 2 hours. We're on 14945. So I'm going to try and draw it to a close, I think, quite soon. But yeah, so this energy of someone has been in a lot of indecision, but only because they know they've made some insecure decisions. They've made some decisions out of insecurity in the past. They've made some decisions out of lust and passion and playing games, because they'd locked their heart away and they didn't even know the wisdom that lay in their own pain, in their own trauma, in their own healing would free them. That healing their own heart was a way of opening up and illuminating. Look, I've not even noticed we've got the sun and the moon sitting next to each other here. So we've now got the sun and the moon representing the masculine and the feminine. I'm going to put death in the middle, because I'm feeling like, I'm feeling like I'm just getting the sense of life, death, resurrection through these energies now. A lot of scorpionic energy, a lot of karmic energy. A lot of things have been taking a really long time to come around. There has been a lot of waiting, a lot of holding on, and a lot of holding back. But sometimes that holding back and being sure of your decisions can be a lifesaver. We don't want to jump out of the frying pan into the fire. And also, if we've been through hell and we've been through the fires of hell, we are scorched and singed and tired and exhausted and worn down, and we've lost our voice and we just want to sleep and we just want to huggle up in the Locked Out of Heaven, Bruno Mars, great song to come on right now. Someone feeling locked out of heaven, they've been through hell. Actually, they just need to heal. They just need to do a little bit of healing before they embark on this new road. And that is a very solid, action to take on Mars Day. It's Tuesday today, Mars Day. But now once the healing's done, they're going to be coming in like a bat out of hell. Son of Swords, that's an owl with the sword. Look at all this truth. Take your power back. Chariot energy. No one puts baby in the corner. The twins are going to have their day in the sun energy. Someone's coming quick. We've got two images of, let's put the music up a bit. We've got a chariot and two compasses. Someone is coming in very quick to express that they've now made their choice. They know their road. They know their path. They've seen where they can see where they've been. And they're allowing compassion and healing and forgiveness for that time. It is not a time to hark back on the past. It's a time to push forward in a new direction. I'm loving this energy. Look at all this energy of movement, compasses, the Two of Wands. We've got the Son of Swords, the Chariot, take your power back. Indecision, but she is standing at a crossroads with very clear signposts. We've got the journey. She definitely knows where she's going now. We've got birds flying to their nest. We've got fishes building families underwater. And we've got messages of truth and love and honesty coming in with the 7 of Cups. Maybe someone was playing with options. Maybe they had a lot of options. Maybe they didn't even consider themselves an option, and that's why they've been in this locked out of heaven, locked out of my heart energy. And this, you know, like I say, the healing's coming. The dam has broken. The floodgates are open. The seal is broken. And now the floodwaters of emotion are running down the mountain like the Chariot. Coming down the mountain like the Son of Swords. Wow. To defend your honor is what I'm hearing. To defend your honor, Cancerian energy. So you might be defending someone's honor. You might be feeling like you need a rescue right now. But someone is definitely coming in to show you appreciation and victory and protection, love. There's a lot of wisdom out here. We've got books of wisdom coming in everywhere. We've got courage coming up from pink courage. It is written in the stars. We've got Venus, which is the wife. We've got Jupiter, which is the husband. It is written. It is written, and I'm going to take that. Yeah. I'm feeling this Gemini energy connecting into Mercury, connecting into Virgo. But we've also got twins energy, and it's all in gold. So golden twins, victory energy. This is like 6 of Wands all day. We've got the sun twice, people. Sorry, I didn't hold that up properly. So yeah, let me do it this way. It is written, the twins coming into golden abundance, the golden cornucopia. I'm surprised it hasn't come out yet. Then we've got the husband and the wife. Okay. This is written. This is meant to be. This is fated. And it will happen in divine timing. These caring connections cannot be shaken. They cannot be undone. Not if it's divine will. Not if this is divine will. The garden and the gate. Your prosperity, your abundance is waiting for you, Cancerians. We're at 3 minutes to the hour. Let's take some moon energy oracles on this. I know it got a bit messy, but hey, love is messy and beautiful and chaotic and crazy and like nothing else you've ever experienced. Let's just put it is written there. And let's take truth will free you. Take your power back. Gemini, Capricorn, Jupiter and Venus. So we've got death, appreciation, victory, the sun, all the archangels, so many threes, the mother, Bina. Now we've got another 3, number 21, resilience. We talked at the beginning about this journey. We carried it all in the shell on our back. And it was tiring and we're exhausted. And we've climbed a mountain. We've conquered the summit. And everything is now going to be rewarded to us and gifted to us for our hard work and our resilience. We carried it all in our armor, in our hermit crab shell. And now we're eventually coming home. We didn't drop a thing. We didn't drop a stitch. We didn't miss a thing. And now our courage has brought us into balance. 1 and 9, adding up to a 10, completion. These moons look very similar, don't they? 2 matching moons in harmony. We're at the 2-hour mark. This is manifestation moon energy just before it turns into wisdom. So what manifestation power can you bring into your life as we go into a partial lunar eclipse on the full moon in Taurus on Friday? We will be back with the Capricorn reading, but Capricorn has been out all night. Strong, fiery power, but I kind of feel he's in his good shoes. He's got his good hat on. He's in his protective self. He's bringing us wisdom. He is the snake in the Garden of Eden. He did ask us to bite from the forbidden fruit, but only so that we could understand the secret magnificence of who we were and what we had inside and how resilient we were going to end up being because we were balanced. Because we were balanced. And because we allowed the healing. We allowed the healing. Everything else, in a way, is a subtext, a subplot. This is the real story. And this is for everyone, available for everyone every single day. You know, as long as you're doing your healing, you will find your abundance. You will find your pathway. You will unlock your heart. You will heal your body and your mind and your soul and your emotions. And you will have happiness. And that's what we are all out here for. I hope that you have enjoyed this reading. Beautiful Cancerians, I'm going to say, before I knock everything off the table, I'm going to say sayonara, amen, Amun Ra, aho, alhamdulillah. Thank you so much for being with me. I am your green goddess. I have been delighted to do a reading for the Cancerian Collective. We got another love reading. We've had quite a few with this spooky series of secrets. And why is it a secret? If you love someone, tell them, okay? You should tell them, or put it in a letter, put it in a love song. Because it is written, people. This is written. And the angels are all out here. Look, I've got like a golden halo. The angels are all here to say, this is your time. This is your light. You are standing in the light. You are the light, okay? Cancerian energy, my Cancerian collective, my water babies, my green hermits. Be good to yourselves. Love on yourselves. Remember that self-care, self-love, pampering, nurturing, it all starts from within. We're at 2:03:33. What a place to stop. I've been feeling a lot of 3s and 6s and 9s again. Did I say Tesla yet? No, but I just did. Okay. Tesla's always out here with me. I mean, you know, he and I were kind of like that. So I hope that you will join me, Sasha, your green goddess, for another reading for Capricorn on Friday, or at least some point under this beautiful full moon in Taurus and the partial lunar eclipse. It's going to be a 6-hour eclipse. Oh my God. The last one was 500 years ago. The next one is going to be in another 500 years or so. Will we be around for the next one? I certainly will be. I hope you'll be here too. I'll see you on the go round. Look after yourselves. Namaste. Oh, and I love you, by the way, just in case you forgot.